Your cat walks over and puts one paw on your arm. And for the next 3 seconds, you do something. Maybe you shift your weight to get comfortable. Maybe you lift the paw off and set it down somewhere else. Maybe you keep scrolling with your other hand and say something in a bright, cheerful voice. None of that feels like a decision, but your cat is reading every bit of it. Because that paw was not a statement. It was a question, asked very quietly. And in the seconds right after it lands, you answer it, whether you meant to or not. So this video is not about what the paw means. You can find that anywhere, and most of it is already true. This is about what you do next. 3 seconds, 3 things, and all of them are small enough to start tonight. 3 seconds is not a stopwatch, by the way. It is roughly how long the window stays open before your cat decides the moment has passed. No fluff, no fear, just what actually helps. And stay with me, because there is a study waiting at the end that explains why the cat who reaches out first is the one who stays longest. Second one, your body answers before you do. Here is the first thing, and it is the one almost everybody gets wrong. When that paw lands, the instinct is to move. You adjust. You turn toward them. You reach out. It feels like the warm thing to do. But think about what a cat's eyes are actually built for. A cat's vision is tuned almost entirely to movement. They can look straight past a still object right in front of them, then lock onto the tiniest twitch across a dark room. Stillness reads as safe. Movement reads as something happening. So the second you shift, the calm, predictable thing your cat just reached toward becomes a moving thing. Nothing bad happens. They do not run. But the moment they were opening closes, and they usually just take the paw back. So here is what to do instead, and it is almost nothing. Stay still. Not frozen, not dramatic. Just do not change what you were already doing. If you were slouched, stay slouched. If your arm was where it was, leave it. Let them keep the contact for a few seconds on their terms. That is the whole first move. And what you are telling them is quietly enormous. You're saying, I noticed and I am not going anywhere. For a cat, that is the difference between a person who is present and a person who is busy. The next one is about your eyes, and there is a real study behind it that surprised me. Second 2, your eyes answer next, so your body is still. Now your cat is going to look at your face. And most of us do one of 2 things. We stare straight at them with wide, delighted eyes, or we do not look at all. Both of those are answers, and neither is the one you want. In 2020, researchers led by Tasman Humphrey and Karen McComb tested something owners had been doing on instinct for years. The slow blink, eyes narrowing, closing gently, opening again, slowly. They found that cats were significantly more likely to slow blink back at a person who slow blinked at them first. And here is the part that got me. It also worked with complete strangers. Cats were more willing to approach an unfamiliar person's outstretched hand after that person had slow blinked at them. A stranger, in one gesture. So when that paw is resting on you, look down at the paw first, then up at your cat, and let your eyes close slowly and open again. Do not hold the stare. Do not widen your eyes. Just the slow, unhurried blink once or twice. In cat language, a long, steady stare is what you do to something you are assessing. A slow blink is what you do when you have decided there is nothing to assess at all. You're telling them you are relaxed and that they are safe to stay. While we are here, tell me in the comments what your cat does right after you slow blink at them, because the answers people describe are wonderful, and I read everyone. The last second is the one people find hardest because it means doing less than you want to. Second 3, your voice and your hand answer last. Now you want to respond properly. You want to say something and pet them. This is where the moment usually gets loud. Cats hear far higher frequencies than we do, up into ranges we cannot detect at all. Their hearing is among the sharpest of any land mammal. So the bright, sing-song voice we all use with our pets is genuinely louder and sharper to them than it is to us. It is not unkind. It is just a lot. Your cat asked you something at a whisper, and answering at full volume is a mismatch. So, answer in the register they used. Low, quiet, slow, a few words, nothing excited, and your hand. Do not take the paw. Do not lift it, hold it, or squeeze it, however much you want to. Rest your hand near it or under it, and let them decide whether to keep it there. This is where the research on cat handling keeps landing. Work by Lauren Finca and colleagues on consent-based interaction found the same result again and again. When the cat controls whether contact happens and when it ends, the whole interaction goes better for both of you. Sarah Ellis, who has spent a career on feline welfare, makes the same point. What cats want more than almost anything is choice and control over what happens to them. So the whole of second 3 is this: match their volume and leave the choice with them. You are not withholding affection. You are letting them keep the pen. The honest truth. Your cat may never do this at all. I want to be straight with you, because a video like this can leave the wrong person feeling terrible. Some cats simply do not do this. They will never rest a paw on your arm. Not once, not in 15 years. That is not a verdict on you, and it is not a colder cat. Cats vary enormously in how they ask for things. Some ask by touch, plenty of others ask by proximity. The cat who sits 3 feet away, facing the same direction as you, in the same room every single evening, is asking the same question. They are just asking it with distance instead of contact. If that is your cat, you have not missed anything and you have not done anything wrong. Learn the shape of your cat's question instead of waiting for someone else's. One practical note before we finish. If your cat's contact changes suddenly, if a cat who always reaches out stops, or a cat who never did starts doing it constantly, mention it to your vet at your next visit. It is not something to panic about. Sudden behavior changes just sometimes have a physical cause underneath, and a quick check rules it out. That is what a good owner does. Notices, checks, moves on. Now here is the study I promised you. Dennis Turner spent years watching how cats and their owners actually behave together in their own homes, which is far harder and far rarer than it sounds. And one finding kept coming back. When the cat started the interaction, it lasted longer, and both the cat and the person got more out of it. When the human started it, it was shorter. Sit with that for a second. The cat who reaches out first is the cat who stays longest, which means that paw on your arm is not a small thing you respond to. It is your cat starting the best kind of moment the two of you can have. All you have to do is not end it. Stay still, blink slow, answer quietly, and let them keep the choice. 3 seconds, and that is the whole thing. If this made you look at that little paw differently, helps YouTube put honest cat information in front of the next owner about to lift a paw off their arm without knowing. And if you would rather understand your cat than guess at them, that is the entire reason this channel exists. So tonight, when that paw lands, do not do anything clever. Just stay exactly as you are and let your cat finish the sentence. I will see you in the next one.